So Allah Almighty is that who is hidden in the curtains of secrecy. But we cannot have any physical concept about God. Physical understanding is not there. While the Christians, because of their erroneous belief, they have made Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, who was a human being, they have given him the status of divinity, status of God. The status of God is very, very high and free from all types of weakness and shortcoming. He does not need any help. While Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, it is mentioned about him, and Allah Almighty has mentioned in the Holy Quran that he and his mother, they used to eat food, have food, which establishes the point that they have now passed away. And it is also proved that the one who is in need of having some food in order to have his sustenance, how he can be a God, how he can fulfill the needs of other people. And there are so many other arguments are there which establish him a human being. Apart from Ahmadis, beside Ahmadis, there is a large number of the Muslims who, because of their ignorance, are following blindly their scholars who do not have the full understanding of the Holy Quran. They whatever has been mentioned in the Holy Quran about Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, Rafi'u ka ilayya and Rafa'ullahu ilayh, these wording has been used in the Holy Quran, that Allah Almighty exalted him to himself. They take the meaning from that as if Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, with his physical body he ascended to heaven, or Allah Almighty raised him physically with his body, and then at a later time for the reformation of the world he will come down. First they were saying that he would be coming in the 14th century, so now they are saying closer to the day of judgment he would come, and there are so many other stories associated with it. So anyway, the Muslims do not know that unintentionally, because of this wrong inference, they are actually lending a support to the Christians, because this is something which the Christians take it up, and then they try to establish the superiority of Hazrat Isa upon the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Although there are great scholars and some educated people in certain countries, in Muslim countries, they are rectifying this misunderstanding now, and they believe that the wording which has been used in this verses, they clearly indicate that Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam has passed away. Recently, the President of Iran also made a statement in which he addressed the Christians. The statement which he gave addressing the Christians, that indicated that he has this in his mind, that Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam has passed away, or at least he understands that way. In his statement, he did not mention any weak point about Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, but with reference to his teaching, he advised the Christians, irrespective of the fact that whether this president, how far he is established on the right path. I just want to say that in his mind, he has this concept of the death of Hazrat Isa alayhi salam in mind, as it is clear from his statement. And likewise, in Turkey, our missionary, the Jalal Sham Sahib, he has mentioned that the translations of the Holy Quran in Turkish, in many translations which are published, he has mentioned that the translation of these verses, they have clearly done it as the death of Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. But still, in Ummat Muslima, the word Rafa ilayya, Rafa'ullahu ilayh, and is described as the physical ascension of Hazrat Isa alayhi salam. Recently somebody wrote to me from the Western countries that I have got a friend under Tabligh, and he says that everything else is right, but on this question of Rafa I am not fully satisfied, that the argument that you present I can't understand it. And in the subcontinent there are a large number of Muslims are there, those who are interested in religion, including those who are from Arab countries. Those Muslims, those who know Arabic and they have the understanding of the Arabic words. There are a large number of such people who still say that Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam is still alive in heaven. Some time ago, a member of the community from Pakistan, he came, non-Ahmadi. And many non-Ahmadi Muslims, they come to see me, those who have got some contact through some friends. He mentioned to me that from the Holy Quran, the death of Hazrat Isa alayhi salam is not established. When I gave him the reference of the Holy Quran, then there was limited time, but he said that I will come again and then discuss the subject. But several months have passed by, he hasn't come back. So the purpose of saying is that in our Muslims, in our people, the ulama or the commentators, they have put this idea so much into their minds, that after the claim of the promised Messiah ﷺ, this point is put very emphatically into the minds of the people, that Hazrat Isa ﷺ is alive in heaven and his second advent is going to take place in his person physically. But those who are right-minded people, to whatever religion they may belong, Allah Almighty guides them. A few days ago, an English person, a Christian, who is doing his PhD, or perhaps he has completed in science, he is a student of science. He came to see me, and he is very close to Ahmadiyyat, and he is taking great interest. He told me that he this Hazrat Isa alayhi salam being God and the concept of his atonement, he doesn't believe that, and that's why he has come closer to Islam. So the Christians, those who are pious-minded, they know it now that their own belief is wrong and they are getting closer to Islam, and those people who are supposed to defend the cause of Islam, they are among the opponents and supporting their arguments. So similarly, there are a lot of other Christians who enter into Ahmadiyyat by the grace of Allah. They believe Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam to be a human being and a prophet who came in his time, and after spending his life, he passed away from this world. Anyway, as I said, the Muslims, because of this belief of them, they try to base their conviction on the verses of the Holy Quran. These are the two verses which I am present. But the beautiful commentary of these two verses which has been mentioned by the promised Messiah ﷺ, I will be mentioning some of that after that. In the Holy Quran, Allah Almighty says, "Iz qala Allahu ya Isa, inni mutawaffika wa rafi'uka ilayya wa mutahhiruka min allazina kafaru wa ja'ilul lazina tabawka fawqa allazina kafaru ila yawmil qiyamah summa ilayya marji'ukum فَاحْكُمُوا بَيْنَكُمْ فِيمَا كُنْتُمْ تَخْتَلِفُونَ." इसका तर्जुमा है कि जब अल्लाह ने कहा, ए ईसा,